Welcome to the mathematics of machine learning. And in this video, I'm going to discuss about linear equations. What is linear equations? Before discussing about linear equations, I want to discuss about equation. So, equation I may call as a rule or an expression or a statement. A rule or expression or statement, it may consist of anything. For an example, I have two variables called a comma b, where a is related with the b in this form 2 cross b. So here I have defined that there is a relationship between a to the b using a equal symbol. So this process of defining a statement or rule or an expression is called as an expression. So okay, we know what is equation. So equation is a relationship between the variables. So we are going to define it as a statement. So what is function then? Function is also called same as the equations, but the main difference between the function to the equation is like a function may consist of single equation or multiple equations. So that is only one variable. So for an example, a is related with b. When b greater than 0, I will define one relationship like a 2 cross b. When b equal to 0, I'm going to define it as a some value like a for condition. When b less than 0, I'm going to define it as a minus 3b. So for different instances, I defined a different relationships between with the a. So this process we call as a function. So we know that what is equation, what is function. Then what is linear equation? If you see in this one, let's consider this as the x-axis and this as the y-axis. So as per previous example, I am taking again same equation which we defined earlier, a equal to 2b. So if I'm going to plot the values, this is origin. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So on y-axis, I'm going to plot values of a, and on x-axis, I'm going to plot values of b. So based on equation a is equal to 2b, what we get to know, for one part of a equals two parts of b. So based on this equation, I get to know that let's say that for example b equal to 1, a equal to 2 cross 1. So value of a is equal to 2. If we plot that data point, I mean for value of b equal to 1, we will get at this point. So this is my data point first. Let's say that for b equal to 2, what will be the value of a? A equal to 2 cross 2 equal to 4. So I'm going to plot again for a value of 2. My value of a will be 4. So this is called data point 1. So this is point 1, point 2. So same way, if I plot b is equal to 3, my point value of a will be 2 cross 3, which is equal to 6. So if I format in a tabular format, a, b. So if you see here, value of a will be for value of b equal to 1 will be 2, 2 will be 4, 3 will be 6, 4 will be 8. So this is my point 2, and my point 3 for value of b will be, this is my point 3. So same way, this will be my point 4. So here we got the data points. I mean, we have noted down how for each data point for value of b, we came to know that what is the value of a. So I'm going to join these all these points. Okay. So here, based on the data points, I got an line connecting with all the data points. So based on looking how we drawn, it is defining like a straight line. So what is our conclusion here? If there is a relationship between two variables, like one variable is related to the other in a straight line. So based on this result of whatever we drawn here, we came to know that value of a is varying with value of b in a straight line. So this entire process, why I'm explaining, is like if any variables are related in a straight line, so those equations are called linear equations. Example, we came to know that a comma b variables, variables are related in a linear way. So that relationship or an equation which is defined in a linear way is called linear equation. So what is y is equal to mx? If we take previous example, the way we defined with the values of a and b, let's consider plot like it came as a straight line. So what it defined, so for value of 1, value of b equal to 2. So there is some relation like for one part of b equals to, sorry, one part of a equals to two parts of b. So it is showing us like it is varying like with the value of 2. The variation it will shows, whatever the variation it is showing for us, it is the term which we can in a mathematical way we can call as the slope. So it will define as the value variation of one variable with respect to another variable. So in this equation, if you see, y is called one variable and x is called another variable, and the value of m tells us how the value of x is varying with the value of y. We came to know, we came to know that if it is in the form of y is equal to mx, and we can call it as linear equation. And we also know that what we have also seen like forms like this, y is equal to mx plus c. So the difference between equation 1 and equation 2 here same, like a y is a one variable and x is my another variable, and m shows us the slope. Slope means how it will tells the relationship how one variable is varying with another one, and this value of c is called as the intercept. Intercept means the equation for this line is y is equal to 2b. Let's say that I'm shifting this line, so I'm going to give some intercept value, because at the origin point, at the origin point 0 comma 0, if b is equal to 0, a also 0, but the I'm going to define some another equation like if b is equal to 0, I need a value as a is equal to 2. That means the line will pass through like this. It will shift that the shifting between the origin line to the another line, another we can call as another equation. This distance is called as the intercept. So this value tells us the value how much it is at the origin for one variable is equal to 0, and how much another variable located, how much distance it is located. So this term we can call as the intercept. So finally we came to know that a linear equation will have a variables consist of linear relationship between them, and it may form of y is equal to mx plus c. So this is our conclusion. Previous examples we came to know that what is linear equation. So how will you use this one in the ML, I mean in machine learning? Let's say that I have data points, I mean I have a set of data, sorry, I have a set of data. It consists of how to make sweets, different sweets. Let's say that I have like a sweet 1, sweet 2, sweet 3, like this set of points are there. Sorry, sweet n. And here I'm going to give data for to make sweet 1, how much I need milk and sugar and water. So these three variables, I'm going to give data how much I'm going to add so that I can make a type of sweet 1. So let's say that I'm going to mix 2 parts of milk, 1 part of sugar, 3 parts of water, so that it will gives us the sweet 1. So I'm going to define it as the S1. In same way, to make sweet 2, I need 3 parts of milk, 2 parts of sugar, 1 part of water. So it will make us S2. So same way, I'm going to give some values for this one. It will give us the S3, SCN. Okay. So this data I can represent in a linear equation where S1 is equal to 2x1 plus 1 1x2 plus 3x3, and same way s2 is equal to 3x1 plus 2x2 plus 1x3. Same way s3 is equal to something like 1x1 plus 2x2 plus 1x3. Let's say I will write 1 2 1. So if you see, it is also same like it is in the form of y is equal to mx. But difference between this equation to this equation is like we have multiple variables. But even though if we have multiple variables, it is related in a straighter equations, which are linear equations. So in ML, if we have a data points which consist of input variables to the output variable, we can modify that data into the linear equations where further processing will be done. So whatever that mathematical processing we can do on the linear equations. So the properties of linear equations are applicable for these data as well. So we are converting this data into the some convenient mathematical equations in form of linear. So this one we can use in as in upcoming videos we will discuss. This one will use for the classifications and predictions, which are if there is a linear relationship between the input variables to the output variables. So based on this discussion, we came to know that what is linear equation and how data in ML will be converted into the linear equations. So it's not finished until here, just we are at the first beginning step. So how to convert data into the linear equations. So in later parts we'll get continue.